Hi, Blogsy Kolaman. Hi. Okay, I need to disconnect my AirPod. Okay. Thank you for joining. Blogsy Kolaman. Thank you for joining. Gustavo Fernandez. Hi. No, I'm not sad. I'm just trying I'm just trying to set something. Please, as you're joining, please share this live and you can let us know where you're joining from, okay? Thank you. I'm happy to have you here. I'm so super happy to have you here. Naomi Apanasovic. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So happy to have you here. Thank you for joining. I'm not sad. Sorry, I'm not sad, okay? I'm just trying to, first of all, I try to disconnect my AirPod. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Naomi. Okay, yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support, okay? I really appreciate. Okay, from Peru. Oh, my people from the tube, they are really making me happy. They are making me happy. So I'm trying to set something. I'm not too, all this while I'll just go live and then all other settings and all that. I don't really do that. So I'm trying to um, check some of the features that are available. Okay, I'm trying to check some of the features that are available. For those that joined yesterday, um, I know it was a very good interactive section. So I really appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for joining. So yesterday, um, I would advise you go through my page. For those of you on the Black app, go through my page so you can know what I do, what my page is all about, okay? And you can show your support, share my videos, and then drop your comments. I really appreciate your comments. Drop your comments, drop your suggestions, drop your questions. I really appreciate them all. Okay, so go through, know what I do, if it is something that interests you, you're welcome. And then if you have anybody you feel, you know, um, can benefit from my page, you can share. I really appreciate the love. I appreciate every one of you. Okay, thank you for joining. So yesterday we talked about picky eaters, which is usually a kind of a concern for most people. You have a baby who is a picky eater, or a parent to a child or a baby who is a picky eater. Okay, we talked about it yesterday. It was really interactive. I appreciate those people that joined. And also, I would like to welcome my new followers, my new subscribers. You guys are the best. When I open the app and I see that, these are people that are really interested in the kind of thing I do. These are people that are interested and love what I do. It gives me that joy that so many people so many people really want. You're not serious. So someone from my workplace just commented on the black app, and it's so fun. Please, this is not work mode, okay? Tao. I just have to mention your name. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the support, okay? Okay, so come, be warned. Be warned. So guys, sorry about that. I am actually live on two apps. Okay, I am live on the black app, and I'm live on the tube. So if you see me looking this way, I'm trying to check out what is happening on the tube, and then if you see me looking this way, I'm trying to check out what is happening on the black app. Okay, so yes, nice to see you too. Nice to see you, and thanks for your support. Thanks for joining. I appreciate. So please guys, tap on your screen, like the live and share if you can. You have mothers, you have parents, you have anybody that you know that um you know like to feed their child or their children good, beneficial um, food, nutritious food, healthy meals. Please share the live. And if you know any of my videos that might be of any importance to anybody you know, please do well to share. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the follow. I woke up today and I was like, oh God, look at the followers. In fact, I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so I on today I really want to talk about something that so many people don't feel it's important when they are making their children's meals, when they are preparing meals for their babies, for their kids. Okay, so and that is adding oil. So you see some of my recipes, I do add olive oil, vegetable oil, okay, and then butter. Please bear in mind that the right the right um type of butter for children, for babies, especially babies under 1 year of age, you know is unsalted butter. Okay, when you're making meals for yourself, when you know have any recipe that you need to add butter, you can make use of the salted butter. That is fine. But for your babies under 6 months of age, please, it should be unsalted butter. Unsalted butter, very important. Of course, you should know that salt is not good for babies under 1 year. So if you check my recipes, I don't add salt. Yesterday during my live section that someone asked a question, I had to tell, okay, the question was on what if your, because I mentioned rice puree, ways you can make um, food for your baby and it to be stress free. Okay, making food for your baby does not have to be stressful. Okay, it doesn't have to be complicated. So what can you do? So I cited an example of maybe you're making rice for the whole family. Okay, and I mentioned that if you have a baby, one of the things that should always come to your mind when you're making meals is, oh, there is a baby in the house, and any food you're making, any recipe you're making should suit your baby. Okay, it should suit your baby. So when you're making rice, when you're boiling rice, just make sure instead of adding salt immediately you start boiling that rice, just hold on with your salt, because you know you have a baby. Okay, hold on with your salt. Then when the rice gets soft, you can scoop out um you can scoop out okay okay, sorry, I had to set something here. Okay, so I was saying you can scoop out as much as your baby can consume. Okay, and then add your salt. And that is simple. So I mentioned it yesterday when somebody asked. I was trying to describe how easy you can make your baby's food. So when you're making your baby's food with butter, please opt for the unsalted butter. Okay. All right, so today we're discussing about oil, and there is something I would like you to understand, or there is something I would like you to know. Okay, for the new joiners, thank you for joining. I appreciate. Once in a while, okay, like I mentioned before, if I'm looking this way, I'm trying to look at the black app, and if I'm looking this way, I'm trying to look at the two. Okay, so you can search for, like, it's the same username on all social on all platforms. Okay, so you can follow me anywhere, you can subscribe on my tube. All right, I really appreciate all the support. So I was saying that I really want to state something that is really, really important. You see that part of the immunization card, your baby is going for immunization. Ideally, when you're preparing to take your baby for immunization, there is there are some vaccines your baby should take. Now, there is really one that I want to talk about today, which is the vitamin A vaccine. The vitamin A vaccine. Now, it is expected that once your baby is up to 6 months, your baby can take red oil. That 6 months vaccine is usually vitamin A. And where can babies get vitamin A from? One of it is from red oil. Is from red oil. So this can be connected with your baby being able to take family meals, and most times you make your family meals with red oil. Okay, so if you give your baby red oil, you're good to go. I usually even say most times when you go to give your baby immunization, that's vitamin A immunization, and it is not available, or maybe you call your hospital if the vitamin A vaccine is not available, please include red oil, palm oil, red oil, anyone, in your baby's diet. Include it in your baby's diet, okay? That is still okay. That is okay. So I got a question from one of my videos. I posted that video. Was it? I think it was yesterday. So someone asked, red oil in baby puree. So I was like, does it mean if you can? Well, the reply I gave to the person was like, I was like, if you can add vegetable oil, olive oil, um, butter to your baby's food or your baby's puree, why not red oil? Red oil is even very important. Red oil is important for growing babies. Okay, so it was, to me, this is something that most parents are supposed to know. So once your baby is up to 6 months, please try to include red oil or palm oil, anyone you want to call it, to your baby's meal, whether it's mashed food, normal family meal, puree. As long as the recipe requires you to add red oil, please add it. Babies can get vitamin A, which is very, very essential for their development. Babies can get it from red oil. Okay, so in as much as that vaccine is important, in as much as you're supposed to give your baby that vaccine, if you continue giving your baby foods that contain red oil, that is fine. That is very okay. Okay, now another thing that I really want to talk about is how long you should give purees. Now, I always mention that purees is one of the varied meals you should offer your baby. It shouldn't be the only food your baby should be taking from 6 months. So once your baby clocks six months, ideally you're supposed to be trying different kind of meals, different kind of textures, for you to know the one your baby likes. And please, as you do that, be patient with your baby. Be very, very patient with your baby. That is very important. Now, I would like to I would like to ask a question, or I would like to say that it's just like someone who just got a job. It is not expected that the person is supposed to blend in automatically. Okay, although for most people is like very easy to blend in. So it is for babies. For some babies, immediately they start taking solids, they are having it. Okay, immediately they start taking solids, offer them anything, it is acceptable. While some babies, you need patience. You really need patience for some babies. Okay, so I always advise that puree should be one of the varied meals you offer your baby. Now if you try puree, although is supposed to be the first meal, but if you try puree the first day, if you try puree the first day, the next day, okay, now you've tried puree the first day, you should like evaluate. Okay, you should like, okay, this is the kind of food he likes. You should be able to pick the ones your baby have accepted. You should be able to pick the ones that, and also watch out for allergens. Watch out for allergens. Some babies are allergic to some kind of food, especially nuts, eggs. You have nuts, granules, you know, granules or peanuts, any kind of nuts, and then eggs. Okay, and another important tip: if you're giving egg to your baby on the first day, it should be only egg. It should be only egg. You can offer egg custard, you can offer egg puree egg puree, you can offer egg mash, and please, it should be the egg yolk. It should be the yolk. Okay, so watch out for these things. Then the second day, you can try a different food texture. You can also try your normal family food. When you're eating as a mother, as a father, keep your baby close to you. When you're eating on the table, your baby should be close to you, and as your baby is seeing you eat, is building your baby's curiosity, is building your baby's interest in the kind of food you're eating. So you can be able to like give a little out of the food you're eating into your baby's mouth and see how it goes. If your baby, hopefully your baby should accept it. If your baby accepts it, fine, you can go ahead and continue with that kind of food. You can go ahead and continue with that kind of food texture. Okay, so if you're hearing some kind of noise on the background, my people, they are eating over there. They are eating there, so you might hear some kind of just little discussions from them. Okay, so I was saying, by the second day you should try a different food texture for your baby. You should try a different food texture for your baby, so you'll be able to know what kind of food texture, what kind of food your baby likes, what kind of food to continue with. Some babies might not even want puree. They might accept puree on the first day, and then on the second day they are trying to tell you, I want to taste that food you're taking. I want to taste that food you're taking. Okay, so please try as much as possible to introduce other food textures. Okay, because it is expected that at 9 months your baby should be ready to accept other food textures. Your baby should wants to be eager to accept other food textures. So, in as much as purees are good, in as much as you're giving puree to your baby, please try other food textures. Okay? Also, try to make your baby feed themselves. Once in a while, give them spoon. You know, I know most times we are impatient. Like, we want them to finish up the food at once or quickly. But please be patient. They are just getting to babies, or your baby is getting to get used to the food. Okay, so you should also try to be patient as a parent. So while you've given your baby that spoon to try out that food, you should expect that everywhere everywhere should be messy. Okay, this is a baby that is just getting to just learning how to eat. So you are not expecting your baby to eat like an adult. You're not expecting your baby to eat like a big baby. Okay, so expect the mess, expect the chaos, expect, you know different kind of reactions. So please be patient with our babies. Okay, so while even as you've given your baby spoon to feed themselves, you can once in a while grab another spoon, take from the food and put in their mouth. Take from the food and put in their mouth. So the spoon they are taking, sorry, the spoon they are holding, can serve as a distraction. Okay, I'm getting like a signal to. Please hold on, guys. I need to. Okay, so I was saying that the spoon your baby is holding can serve as a distraction. Okay, as your baby is holding the spoon, playing with the spoon, trying to, scoop out food, trying to, know the kind, what are they feeding me? What kind of food is this? You can go ahead, take another spoon and continue feeding your baby. That way, it will be faster for you, and you know you've achieved what you want to achieve. Okay, thank you all for joining. Please don't forget to share the live. Don't forget to like, tap on your screen so other people can get notified to join. Okay, so please tap on your screen. I want to see the likes so that okay, so that is it, guys. I think I've mentioned the main things I want to talk about. Okay, so these are the main things I just want to point out. Okay, the importance of adding oil, adding especially red oil, which is a source of vitamin A for your growing baby. Okay, so wow, network has not been so good lately. So I've been, even before I started, I think this live section was supposed to start for 8:30. Was supposed to start by 8:30. So I was struggling to start up. I was struggling with the network, but I don't know. I think the network is still okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that's more like it. I I got some questions because my live section is usually um based on recent DMs, recent inquiries, okay? And if I feel other parents, I have, like, if I feel like other parents are supposed to know about the information, and I know I can't just um like make a separate video, so I like to come on live, talk about it, so others can learn, others can have that information also. So someone sent a message and was like, adding red oil. Okay, I saw it in my comments, and then someone also sent me a message on it. I was like, why not? Red oil is good for babies. Okay, so just know that if you come across my recipe and then you need to add red oil to the recipe, or to your baby's food, go ahead. Do you know you can also mash your baby's food with red oil? Now let me give you this quick recipe. um let's say you cooked plantain. Let me let's say, like, unripe plantain, even ripe plantain, okay? And you need to mash your baby's food. Most times, if you want to mash your baby's food, you need, like, water or vegetable oil or olive oil or the likes, or even butter. So instead of, you know olive oil, instead of vegetable oil, instead of water, instead of milk, you can actually add red oil. Okay, when you make the unripe plantain, you've cooked unripe plantain for the whole family or for yourself. You can, when you want to mash it, just add a little bit of red oil to it. It is very, very okay. And do you know what? It actually tastes nice for babies. It actually tastes good. Okay, so you might be wondering, is this food going to taste is this food going to taste okay? Is this food actually good for babies? My dear, your baby does not need sugar. Your baby does not need you to add sugar or salt to the food. Okay, for you to know that it tastes fine or it tastes good. That protein you're adding to your baby's food can actually, in fact, it makes your baby's food taste very okay. It makes your baby's food taste very okay. We as adults, we are used to different kinds of tastes, okay? But these babies, they are just growing. So you don't expect that your baby should always consider that sweet taste. The protein you're adding to your baby's food is actually very okay. It helps to enhance your baby's food. So you don't need sugar or salt in your baby's food. Please, let's stop having that mindset that baby's food is supposed to be too sweet. Some people will even go ahead to ask you, this food you made for your baby, can you taste it? I mean, if you even taste the food, you will even be sure, or you should be sure, or you know it, that this food is actually okay, the taste is okay for your baby. So what kind of sweetness again are you looking for? What type of sweetness are you looking for when you've added, let's say for example you made plantain for your baby, and then you added fish, or just plantain and fish. So one thing I want you to understand that is that when you make this food, taste it, you will see that it actually tastes okay for babies. So please, let's always try to give our babies healthy food, healthy food, healthy food that you're sure you know the content. And how can you be sure that you know the content when you prepare this food yourself? Let's come and take him. Okay, sorry guys, my baby tried to meet me. He wants to see your faces. So I hope we with everything I've said, I hope we've understood that these babies, what um we should always have in mind is to make healthy meals. What should we should always have in mind is to offer foods that are beneficial for our babies, foods that will help our babies to thrive. Okay, and if you ask me, I would say that I most times I prefer purees, because you know you can always add things. Let's say for example, I tried feeding my baby unripe plantain, okay, and then maybe my baby didn't accept it well, or maybe my baby didn't eat it very well. I can actually make a puree and then add the plantain into it. I i gave an example yesterday during my live session. My second child, he he doesn't like watermelon. Okay, cut up watermelon into shapes, into exciting shapes, mothers as we used to do. And then when you give it to him, he will just tell you no. He doesn't like, even if he wants to take it, he can just take maybe one or two and then he's okay. Okay. And then when you that same watermelon, when you make it into popsicle, he will take it. He will take it. So sometimes it might be that these babies don't want that texture of food. Maybe they don't want that texture of food, but if you make it into something else, they'll be able to accept it. It's just like adults. I've seen adults that would say they don't like they don't like boiled sweet potato, but they like it fried. Or even beans. Some people will say they don't like cooked beans. Maybe when you make a beans porridge or just plain beans. Okay, but they like moi moi. What is another name for moi moi? Bean cake. So we should, okay, bean cake. I think bean cake is akara, right? Bean cake is akara. Okay, so then what is moi moi? I'm trying to find, because I have on the tube, I have someone who joined from Zimbabwe. I have another person who joined from where now? Peru. Okay. So I don't know if you know it as being as moi moi, sorry. Or is it bean pudding? Okay, bean pudding. Okay. So I was saying that some people don't like beans, but they can take bean pudding, they can take moi moi, they can take bean cake, they can take akara. So that is same goes to our babies. Sometimes your baby might not like boiled plantain. Okay, your baby might not like boiled plantain, but your baby will be able to take fried plantain. So you just have to, you know, find your way around it. You just have to, you know, try to monitor your baby, try to know the kind of food your baby likes. Okay, it is not easy. It can be exhausting, it can be overwhelming, but trust me, when you're able to know the kind of food your baby likes, it is easier for you. It will be easier for you. So please, no salt for babies under 1 year. No salt for babies under 1 year. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. I think I need to start including it in my videos. okay, because some people feel babies are supposed to be taking salt, so I need to be including it so that everyone will be aware. No salt for babies under 1 year. Then the second one is, yes, your baby can take red oil. Yes, your baby can take palm oil. I mean, babies from 6 months. Okay, so babies from 6 months can take red oil. It is totally fine. You can use it to mash their food. You can add it into their puree. You can offer red oil. You can offer foods that contain red oil to your baby. It is a source of vitamin A for your baby. For parents who are in for parents who are in Nigeria, you can agree with me that for immunization, once your baby gets to 6 months, there is a part where your baby is supposed to take vitamin A vaccine. The baby is supposed to take vitamin A vaccine. So giving red oil helps. Giving red oil is a source of vitamin A. Okay, so another thing I talked about is making sure you offer other food textures. Making sure you offer different food texture. It doesn't always have to be pap. It doesn't always have to be mashed food. It doesn't always have to be puree. Offer other food texture so your baby will get used to them. Okay, can a baby be allergic to red oil? No, no. A baby cannot be allergic to red oil. You know, there are food allergens. Okay, there are food your baby can take, or there are some of the ingredients you can use to make your meals, make your food, which can pose as allergens. So red oil is not counted among the food allergens. Okay, so red oil is totally safe. I hope I've answered your question. Okay, all right, that was a good question. At least I know someone benefited from the question. Okay, i I was trying to go through the comments on the two. Okay, so you're all welcome. You're all welcome. Thank you for joining. Please tap on the screen. I hope one or two persons share this live so that other people can be notified in case you have someone who needs it. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for joining. And if you're just joining, I I just uploaded a video, so you should just check it out and please try to show your support on the tube. Okay, Try to show your support. Try to leave your comments, your concerns, your questions in the comment section. Okay, all right. I I'm trying to check if there is any new message so I will know. Oh, thank you for the like, thank you for liking, thank you for the share. Thank you so much. So please keep tapping, keep tapping, so that I need as much as you know people to be aware. I need the gospel to be spread, okay, to the right people. So please, if you have parents or your contacts who will benefit from the live session, please share to them. And then if you come across any of my video that you think um, a parent should watch, please don't hesitate to share it. Show your girl some support. Show your girl some support, okay? So that you know it's really not easy. It's actually not easy trying to I remember one time I posted a video. To stop it. I remember one time I posted a video, and while checking, trying to check the video, I saw a comment. Someone asked something, and I was like, how? And that time, that period was really tight for me. I was really busy, and then I seriously wanted to make a video for the person based on the person's comments. It was actually a question. So that is why I said it's really not easy, because you're trying to, make sure um, your viewers, because I believe for someone to have to have followed me, for someone to have subscribed, it means um, the person likes what I'm doing. The person is interested in what I'm doing. Okay, so is that always keep me going. It's always like make me to create more. When you're doing something and you are aware that okay, someone out there might need this video, so it will give you a kind of, what will I call it, ginger. It will actually give you a kind of ginger, to make more videos, okay, edit it, and then post it, okay, instead of when you're making a video. Okay, let's say even if you finally make the video, and then while editing it, you you know you're thinking, you have that kind of thoughts like, okay, after editing this video, I'm not sure people will like it, I'm not sure people will watch it. Okay, that is why I said it is not easy. But recently, I've been seeing people's reactions, I've been seeing people's support, I've been seeing people's comments, I've been getting DMs, okay, and it kind of makes me to always want to put out more. Honestly, it makes me always want to put out more. So I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate your, in fact, everything. Thank you so much for supporting me, for liking my videos, for sharing, for your comments. And recently, I don't know if it is good or not. So I've been seeing like kind of emojis on my comments. So please, I don't know. Someone should tell me if it is okay or not. Sometimes when I see those emojis, maybe smile or love, I know sometimes when I post, in the caption I will like write, if you make this, or if you support this, or if you like this video, drop a purple heart emoji. Okay, I know I've been doing that, but I just found out that some of my videos, even if I don't put that, some people will just drop emojis. So I don't know if it is okay. I've even had that, like someone dropped a laughing emoji, like I was like, is this person mocking me? So please, is it good? Is it okay? Do you think it's okay? Although recently I've been ignoring them. I've been ignoring the emojis because I really don't know. Because to me, emoji is like, it's just the person who has sent it that understands why. Okay, you might send a laughing emoji and then I would interpret it in another way, honestly. So um so I would say I've been ignoring the emojis. Okay, and then most times when I see some comments, I would reply. So but comments that have emojis, I've been ignoring them because I don't really know what they mean. I don't really know what um, the person is trying to talk about, or the question the person is trying to ask, or the message. I don't, in fact, I don't know. So I don't know if it is actually okay to ignore them, or should I go ahead to ask what it means. I don't even think I don't even think is it is necessary to ask. So I think it's just best to, ignore and move on to the actual comments. So thank you for joining. We just hit 4,000 followers on the Black app. Thank you. Thank you to my new followers. I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate you. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the comments. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. And thank you also for joining today's live session. Okay. I enjoy speaking to you. I enjoy, you know, spreading the gospel. I enjoy talking to you about things that I do, things that I know. Okay? So thank you all for joining. I'll see you when now? When? Okay, next week. Okay? And please, when you see my live notification, please do join. Okay? Thank you. Bye bye.